Okay, let's go ahead and go to Jack in New York. Says he disagrees. Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good.
Well, first of all, the reason why I disagree is because, I think you're betraying America. I mean, you're blaming America for everything. I mean, you're saying, the government's to blame for 9/11, this, that, and the other thing. I actually don't believe that.
And I bet you think I'm lying about how the government tens of thousands of times has sprayed lethal and semi-lethal, toxic, chemical, biological, and radiologicals on the American people?
Sir, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
Well, hey, I tell you what. You can get bonded, and if you want to make a $10,000 wager, then we can make that wager, but you won't put your money where your mouth is. And, I'll meet you in Vegas. You can bring 10 of your stupid friends, and they can all bet me 10 grand. We'll go where it's legal. And again, I'm not a betting man. I know you won't take it. It's in your gut. I'm telling you the truth. And we'll just see what happens. You see, I wish that it wasn't true that this is all going on, sir. Do you think I made it up about them bringing tens of thousands of Nazis over here to help run every major agency?
Well, yes, because, obviously, I have a friend who says, you're getting these research from these stoners from England.
Pardon me?
You're getting these research from these two guys from England. That's what I heard about it.
Research from two guys. It's totally admitted mainstream information that tens of thousands of Nazi top scientists and SS officers were brought over here to be in the CIA, NASA, Department of Energy, just everything. And you're just saying I'm making that up?
Yes.
Okay. But you won't bet me about that, will you?
Excuse me?
See, I shouldn't be mean to you. Your mom didn't breastfeed you, did she?
Sir, what?
Did your mother breastfeed you?
What are you talking about?
Your brain, your brain can be no. I mean, your brain will be about 25 to 30% smaller if your mother doesn't breastfeed you. Mammals feed their young a fatty substance filled with complex fats and sugars. It's called milk. And I mean, I'm not being mean. You're just retarded, sir. I mean, as if your mother not breastfeeding you on top of it, you have a small brain. I'm not joking. This isn't funny. I know people are laughing. It sounds like I'm being funny. I'm not. It's very sad. This young man's mother didn't breastfeed him. Bottom dollar. And he got fluoride. And everything else they put in there. I mean, he's got a tiny little brain. That's why everybody's getting Alzheimer's. Have you heard how they have early onset at 30, 40 now of Alzheimer's? And then they go in there and they admit it's plaques of heavy metals and chemicals and fluoride. I mean, listen, we're a nation of drones. The government told us that, hey, moms, you don't need to give your babies milk anymore. And you can't, even if it's the best formula out there, you can't give babies the fats they need that form the brain. I've read the studies. I got time to take one more, don't I? Let's go ahead and talk to somebody else that disagrees, see if they're retarded. Go ahead, you're on the air. Go ahead.
You're retarded. Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not being mean to people that have mentally retarded family. It's very sad. I'm not making light of that. I'm saying that the people, and a lot of Americans, are right on the edge of being low-grade morons. Right on the verge of having 70 IQs. And they'll call in and say, I choose not to believe there's a NAFTA superhighway or Trans-Texas corridor when it's all official on government websites and legislation. And they'll say no Nazi scientists were brought over here. They'll say there were no atomic soldiers. They'll say they didn't radiate foster children. They'll say there was no Tuskegee experiment with black men. They'll just say I'm a liar. And hey, they choose not to believe the government ships the drugs in. They choose to believe in the tooth fairy. Well, I choose to believe in reality. And so the eugenicists have called me up and they said, well, see how dumb they are? Why are you siding with these people, Alex? You ought to join us. The cattle don't want your help. Sir, I wasn't kidding. You're mentally retarded.